What up, King?
King.
King.
Ah, what's going on today?
You're Sandwich King. That's your name. I'm calling you
I'm
Sandwich
Sandwich
King.
King?
Yeah, this is a
What?
play off of Burger King.
Oh, I see. So what makes me the king of sandwiches then?
What? You're always iced out. You got like little rings on your fingers everywhere you go. For the breadheads who
Mm-hmm.
have never seen your soft hands, they're definitely not the hands of a sandwich patron. Like most Subway
Mm.
sandwich patrons' hands are there's dirt in the lines and under the nails. Your hands are very
Mm-hmm.
pasty and sometimes there's a few painted nails and like that, certainly iced out with rings.
Yeah, that's right. Your hands look like that, so that mine can look like this.
Yeah, that's a
Um,
fact, dude.
yeah, that's if Ty was behind the line at Subway, you know, the gloves would prevent the dirt from entering the sandwich, but unfortunately, we don't have that luxury when we're eating at Subway, do we?
No, we don't. It's true. And like I have like the the worst situation with my hands. Like my hands are small, but they're also always kind of dirty from like sandwiches and shit. Like small
Mm-hmm.
dirty hands, like that just all
Mm-hmm.
that does is create questions, you know?
Yeah, like a little fucking monkey.
I look like a little fucking monkey.
You know what, Ty? You know the show Top Boy? Have you been watching that show at all?
Top boy?
Top Boy.
That
It's
sounds like a
uh
Drake track.
it's literally produced by Drake.
Actually, though?
Yeah.
Wow.
So Drake produced the show. It's like drug dealers in the UK, right? And
Hmm.
there's like a thing that goes on in the show where like when somebody puts on these like black like rubber gloves that you basically somebody's about to die in that episode, like they're gonna like shoot them, right? And like the
Hmm.
gloves are like a symbol for a messy situation. And
Yeah,
so
yeah. Love's going on.
gloves are on, it's time to get messy. And
Hmm.
I think it's literally the same thing at Subway, Ty. Like if you were to wear gloves every time you ate a sandwich, you would avoid the hand smell. You would
Hmm.
avoid, sweet onion sauce getting underneath
Hmm.
your long, disgusting yellow nails.
Hmm.
And, you wouldn't be reaching for your iPhone 13 and having it stick to your palms all that sweetness getting in there.
Yeah, I think this is a good idea for me as a patron. You see when the sandwich artist gloves up at the beginning of the sandwich, like the way they like pull those things on, it's like a shit's about to get real kind of gesture. They're
Exactly.
like I'm about to make a big mess here.
Hmm.
They know what's happening. I should be reacting the same way as I unwrap my sandwich. I need a pair
Hmm.
of like elbow length Vetements gloves just to really keep any like sandwich spray off my arms.
Yeah, exactly. When you're attacking the sandwich close range, you have to, be prepared for any kind of splashback.
Hmm. Yeah, splashback is real. It's dangerous.
Yeah, but like Future said, like I'm surprised I didn't get blood on my shirt because he got hit close range.
Oh shit.
Exactly, Ty. So, and the gloves are smartphone compatible, which is great.
Future's getting into some dangerous situations for a man who wears glasses.
Future
You
has
know.
only recently adopted the Cartier frames, Ty. But prior to that, he was a real top boy in these streets, if you will.
Yeah, Drake, the kind of guy to make a show about people like Future.
Exactly. Drake, the kind of guy that make a show about his best mates.
Yeah, he is. What a
Hmm.
nice friend. Future signed the contracts don't even show him to Drake. That's how close they
Exactly.
are, yo.
Exactly.
Damn.
Hi, this podcast is brought to you today by Selling Sunset.
Selling Sunset, the reality show.
That's what I was watching before you rudely interrupted my screening time um, by saying, "Hey, we gotta record this right now, buddy. We ain't got time to
Hmm.
fuck around." So I said, "All right, let me put this on pause and hop in the booth with my equivalent of uh, Nevadius. Is that Future's name?"
Uh, yeah, it's something strange, and I know that his but his son's name's Future. I know that much.
That's right. Good for him.
I'm sorry for interrupting sunset time for you for this quickie, this 6 inch of an episode. I really like the show Selling Sunset, Eric, and I really like it because it really shows that anyone can be a real estate agent. And I think that's really inspiring.
I took a different thing away from that show. And it's if you hire hot chicks to do things for you, it will get done.
Okay. I guess you're right there, but like,
Like think
so do
about
you
this,
think
Ty.
that?
If we hired like rich, like like milfs who like couldn't dress, if we
Mhm.
hired them to work at Subway, think
Oh
about how
yeah,
many lonely coal miners would show up to, get their steak and cheese.
yo, that lineup would be popping off. You're actually making a really good point. Like hot women sell everything, right?
Hmm.
So
Exactly.
like, why
Like
didn't Subway tap that? Why are they hiring these like pimple faced teenagers to that don't even listen? You know?
yeah, diversity is truly a modern curse because if you and I'm talking about diversity in the looks department, Ty, because
Mm,
if you hired like some like hot milfs to like sling sandwiches all day, like you already know it'd be like so filled with like patrons. Like even on this show, like they're showing homes for like $50 million, and
hmm
it's like grossly overpriced, but some like
hmm
lonely tech virgin is like, I'll take it,
Yeah,
just
dude.
because
It's
like a
like
hottie is like
exclusively
showing it to
short, bald guys are like the customers. But yeah, I think that like not only would Mills bring in patrons to Subway, but I bet they would make better sandwiches because if there's one thing a mother does well, it's make a
Wow,
sandwich. You know, they make
wow,
sandwiches for their kids all day, so like they got experience
yeah, literally all day. That's awesome.
all
Like I
day.
would totally like it would just be like a nostalgic feeling to pop into the way, have like a motherly figure, make a sandwich for me. I would just be really happy with that.
Mm-hmm. Also adds like a really fun kind of like, um, I don't know, tension to like the footlong and 6 inch verbiages. The notion of like
Exactly.
the different meats. There's like a I would be snickering a lot more, and I'm sure most of my the coal miners in line with me would.
Exactly. Like, yes, mommy, I'll take the biggest meat you have.
Mm-hmm. Yes, mommy.
Or you just
uh,
order the roast beef,
mm-hmm.
and then you make them like let the like meat hang out the edges a little bit, and then you just like signal something with your hands, and then they get the message, that way.
Yeah. Tuck it in.
Tuck it in.
Uh,
Tuck it in, lady. What
Tuck
what
it
kind of
in,
sandwich place do you think
mama.
this is?
Man, I feel like that would create a very like Beavis and Butthead-esque situation in line for most patrons. But like
Hmm.
Hooters is the only company that really like has innovated in this space.
Yeah, that's right. And they started hiring like amputees, so that just went downhill.
Mm. I mean, you can't bring all the plates to the table at once if you are running with 50% of your arms.
I know. What is this? The Paralympics?
But at the same time, though, like Hooters needed to provide their own perspective on D&I or diversity and inclusion. So
Hmm.
I think that was a strategic move on their part to say like, hey, look, we're woke. Even Hooters is woke.
Exactly. Like, I bet you like the most successful like food spots are strip clubs. Like, no one's complaining about the food in a strip club. You know what I'm saying? Like, people will go there. Like, they'll probably eat anything. Like, like, like guys who go to the strip club, like, for sure don't care if there's like a hair in the food. Like, they don't even care if like there's hair on the girls. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, yeah, it's almost a value add to have hair in the food. It's like a little bit of
Exactly.
bonus from one of the employees.
Yeah, it's the full sensory experience. Like it's like they're looking at the chick and they're tasting some roast
Chicken.
beef, and
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? It's just they're closing their eyes a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude. I think the go-to meal of the strip club is the chicken strip. Pun
Yeah,
intended.
depending. Nice. But I guess depending on where you are. If you're in the
Sure.
south, it's little chicken wing probably.
Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
just the you know hygiene issues I have with eating chicken wings while thumbing through those blue hundreds. Thai.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a you know that's like some tetanus waiting to be revealed.
They need more wet naps. That's the solution. They should just give
Absolutely.
you wet naps when you pay cover at the door.
Absolutely.
Now, I do think though that like like most of these it's the same like short bald guys walking in here and they walk into a strip club and they think like, yeah, I could eat, right? So then they get their chicken strips, but that would be the same reaction to Subway, potential Subway patrons because you walk down the street, you smell the bread, smell that fresh air,
hmm
that bread air. But then it also there's like a multi-sensory attack because it's like both your nostrils and your eyes, and then
hmm
you think like, yeah, I could eat.
Yeah, that could really do some damage on someone's psyche, though. Like, imagine if you are a regular Subway patron and then, you just smell bread elsewhere. Like, you're just like walking down the street, you smell some bread, and you're just bricked up for no, and you don't know why. You're like, why am I
Oh
bricked
yeah.
every time I smell herbs and cheese? I just get a huge raging boner. Like, what's going on?
Holy shit! You're saying you don't get that already?
Good point.
Hey, wow, you're the one making the good points, man. You're pointing left, right, center right now. Um, I I'd be a little concerned about that. There's too many subways for that to be like an anomaly. That would mean like we would put we'd be putting Viagra out of business, man.
That's true. There are way too many subways for that to happen. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you would probably develop some kind of like brain tumor from not having any blood go to your head. It's just all below the waist.
Hmm.
It's all in your stomach and in your dick because it's trying to digest and keep you hard at the same time.
Yo, do you need blood to digest? I didn't take biology in high school. I don't really get it. Like, how does the body
Hmm.
digest? I think if I knew how the body digested better, I could eat my footlongs more strategically.
That's a great question. And I'm no scientist,
Hmm.
but from what I understand, like from personal experience, I know my body does go into overdrive when I
Hmm.
consume Subway. So I assume
Hmm.
it's working harder and, faster in order to delete this foreign object that I've just put inside my stomach.
Hmm. Yeah, I definitely my body kicks into sport mode too. The minute that footlong touches my tongue, it's like
Hmm
you can just feel your stomach like almost like the RPMs are increasing because you're shifting into a new type of gear,
hmm
a sandwich digestion gear. And like,
hmm
yeah, I think it's kind of cool actually because it's almost like you're able to trigger
It's
yourself. It's like
cool.
what you remember when Kanye said he's like, "There's a little bit of Lamborghini in everything I do."
Hell yeah.
Hell
Fuck yeah,
yeah,
dude. That's so
that's
sick.
literally this.
That's literally the yeah, if you eat Subway, there's a little bit of Lamborghini in you also.
If you don't got the horsepower, man, then that sandwich is going to take you down.
That's a fact.
Speaking of collapsing from exhaustion, I hear you're running a marathon this weekend.
I wish I was running a marathon this weekend, Ty, but I'm actually running a 10-kilometer race that is sponsored by Subway.
No way, a Subway sponsored run.
Yes, that's
They
right.
would.
They
They
would
would.
sponsor not the marathon, but something smaller.
A
Something
six
that
inch.
the 6-inch version of something, so that not only can pregnant women do, but small children and pets can also participate. And that's what
Hmm.
Subway strives for, not something that's too much effort, like a real sport, or even playing a sport, Bill Belichick. But
Hmm.
they'll sponsor the family version, which is kind of nice actually. I'm into that.
Yeah, it actually really like plays into their brand because if you think about it, Eric, you have two athletic feet. You are about to perform an athletic feat, and Subway
God damn it.
is has associations with both athleticism and feet. So
Mm-hmm.
it all comes together.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. It would be questionable, Ty, if the Subway executives chose to only sponsor the mini Sun Run, which is for kids, because they have a
Mm-hmm.
shady past with children. Um,
Subway Twitter is not allowed to go anywhere near a like blue check Subway is not allowed to even mention children in their promotions. I feel like it's been
Absolutely
like
not.
completely removed.
Oh
They've
yeah,
been
absolutely,
blacklisted.
100%. Um, but yeah, I am taking part of the big boy race, and I'll just have to count how many subways I run past in a 10-kilometer span, and I'll keep you posted on that.
That's a lot of boners, man. Be careful.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna have to be careful that the blood goes out of my legs and into my foot long, so I can actually perform.
Yeah, I hope the compression on your Nike Dry Fit shorts compresses the front of your pelvis. You know what I mean?
Hmm. That's a great call. I think I'm gonna have to wrap it in some tape and just make sure it does not, affect my ability to run. I
Yeah,
will not
yeah.
be consuming Subway between now and then either, because that'll be a death wish.
Death wish. Yeah, just use whatever tape you have left over after you tape down the old nips.
Exactly. Um, yeah,
Well, I'm
Ty.
excited for you. I'm excited for you to participate in some physical activity. Beyond digestion, my physical activity has been pretty lackluster. And it's really cool that Subway is once again positioning themselves as adjacent to sport, truly the bench warmer of all athleticism. Hey,
Exactly. It's crazy. Like, if they are the healthiest of all fast food options, like you would think they would really go in on like, more elite sport offerings that exist out
mm-hmm,
there, like the full marathon that is in 1 week from today or one
mm-hmm.
week from Sunday, but instead they choose to go for kind of like the family friendly PG-13 version, which it's aligned with the rest of their marketing, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. Wait, dude, does that mean if you are participating in a Subway sponsored event, does that mean that you will be provided with like merch with like a Subway logo on it or like a hat, like some sort of like swag? Because
I
they
really
always
hope
give you
so.
at runs like stupid shirts. Running shirts are
Yeah,
just the worst.
I love running shirts. I love merch, Ty. I'm a merch king. I'm a
You're a
merch
merch
guy.
man, hey?
If
Okay.
I could buy restaurant merch, I will do it. I've done it before, and I continue to look for random shit that just tells people that I've been somewhere, and I love that stuff. Like you know, old restaurants in Montreal that I've been to, I got a little t-shirt from, and I still wear it to this day. I wore it yesterday actually, Ty, and it's great. And
I think that's yeah.
I'm hoping that my Sun Run shirt that I get later today will have a nice little blue, or sorry, a green and yellow spiral on it.
I hope it does too for your sake, Eric. But I just feel like the majority of marathon merch is so overplayed. You know, they put the name and the year of the marathon, like the logo on the front, and
Hmm.
then like they put the same thing on the back, and it's usually a really like they get like the low thread count Gildan tee for it, and I mean, honestly, like I find so many of them at the thrift store. I wouldn't be surprised if like they just make a bunch of 2022 Sunrun shirts and just ship them directly to Value Village. Like just cut out the middleman of the marathon runner.
Yeah. Well, in fact, I had someone call me a loser actually for participating. And I'm
Or
starting to like see why, because I explained to them that like there is no prize for participating. Like you do get a shirt, but there's an entrance fee. Like it's not free to just run. Like you have to pay like $100 to sign up for this thing. And then they said, "Wait, you're paying money to run? You're a loser."
I had the same idea come to mind as you were explaining this. I thought that seems like a bit of a ripoff, don't you think?
It's
120
absolutely a
bucks just
ripoff.
to run down the same street you run down every day.
It's literally a ripoff. And I guess the only fun part about it is you get to ruin traffic that
Mm.
day.
Yeah, that's a good point. It does feel like exceptionally powerful to be in the middle of the street.
It does. It's like I'm allowed to be running down Georgia Street. This is a 6-lane road that's a major artery connecting West
Hmm.
Van and downtown and everywhere else basically. and I'm just like running down the double yellow line right here on in the middle of the road. I'm taking my sweet time, and
Hmm.
after this, I'm gonna attack a sweet onion sandwich.
This is but Eric, this is why I love cycling. Cycling is the crypto of transportation. There is no regulation around it. You can be a pedestrian, you can be a car, you can go anywhere you want. You can jump
Hmm.
over a bridge, you can ride down train tracks, you can go up the side of buildings, doesn't fucking matter. Cyclists have no rules. And it's so much
Hmm.
fun to be on a bike in an urban space because you just cut people off. You go where you want.
Yeah, you're
I
absolutely
feel the
right. And
same
if you get
creative
hit,
freedom I feel at the way.
that's true. It's really your way if you're a bike
It's
rider.
your way. Yeah. Right
And
of way.
exactly. You literally get the right of way, and if you get clipped, it's their fault. That's crazy.
It's always their fault. Even if you hit a pedestrian, it's kind of the pedestrian's fault. Like, come on, you can see the
Exactly.
bike.
Yeah, it's like you're standing in the bike lane. Like, what did you expect, lady?
Hmm. So the cycling is the perfect crime. You have no rules and no repercussions.
Exactly. It's you're right. It's exactly like Subway. Like, I can make the sandwich and then yell at you for it.
Yeah. It's like, what the hell was wrong with you for helping me make this? This
It's like,
atrocity.
mhm.
Hmm. Wow. Okay. Lots to chew on. Hey, lots to chew on.
Lots to chew on today, and oh man, it's been a whirlwind of an episode. But from what I hear, you are busy today, which is a shocker.
Yeah, dude. Friday, I got lunch plans. I gotta go eat.
This
Let the
guy's gotta
man
go
eat.
eat. If you're not eating at Subway, I will be severely disappointed in you.
Well, let's get that disappointment out right now on air. I'm not eating at Subway.
Wow. I mean,
Wow.
Ty, today's been disappointing, between the Johnny Depp case and this.
Hmm.
I'm just in a salty mood. What can I say?
Yeah, dude. I get that. Like a salty, like a salami slice.
Like a big old salami nip.
Hmm.
Um,
Um. Yeah. Well, I'd love to get into that with you, but I think I gotta bounce. So maybe we can talk about it next episode after your run. A little bit of post-run deep depth talk.
hmm I will be tuning in while I ice my legs, and um, so I took the next day off after, so I
Hmm.
will not be um, at work.
Mm, good to know. Good to know. Well,
Yes, sir.
you will be tuning into your passion project, your the one true job, Think Fresh podcast.
That's right. This is the main breadwinning occupation that I do have, so
Hmm. Well
it makes
said.
sense. Okay, Ty. Well, enjoy your non-Subway lunch.
Thank you.
Your stomach will thank you.
Yep.
And I'll talk to you next week.
Yeah. Best of luck on your loser marathon, and thanks for toasting with me. Ciao.
Thanks, Ty. I've already lost. See you later.